Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be discussing what I thought of the latest and super great episode of Star Trek Picard. Guys, we only have 2 episodes left this season/series. So there's this episode from yesterday which dropped on Paramount Plus. We've got 2 more episodes left, guys. Damn. So there's a lot to talk about, so let's talk about it. But before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled episode review. So if you have not caught up on Picard and you haven't seen it yet, do not keep watching or listening to this video, as I will be going into spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, I know this is one of the closing shots of the episode, but I absolutely loved seeing the Next Generation crew reunited all together again and hearing scores faintly play in the background of the Next Generation theme. That was awesome and super nostalgic. I loved that. I also loved how they did finally seemingly spring their trap. I don't think this was planned in the previous episode. I think they probably thought of it during this episode, during a planning scene that we didn't see actually. But I really loved how their clever little plan with protecting Seven and Jack from the being sucked into space, and that's how they defeated Vadic, which was brilliant and very satisfying to see such a nasty evil villain go. Excellent job to Amanda Plummer, who was amazing this season. She did an excellent job. Her father, Christopher Plummer, who played General Kang, of course, in one of my favorite Star Trek movies, Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, would be proud, as she did a fantastic job. So hats off to Miss Amanda Plummer, ladies and gentlemen. She was awesome. And that was a great reveal, the trap that they set for her and her troops. I also loved Worf and Rafi rescuing Riker and Deanna. I also thought how it was hilarious that Worf started unleashing upon years of built-up old feelings that he may have still had for Troy, and he was just choosing a really badly timed moment to unveil them all. Or was he trying to tell her about all the self-improvement he had made? Whatever his intentions were, it was hilarious, especially seeing Riker's reactions. That was great. And I liked what they did with Data. I liked how, yes, this is a new version of him. Yes, he's still played by the one and only Brent Spiner, as he should be. But I liked how this wasn't the version that we knew from Next Generation, that this version was a version of Data that had the combined personalities of both Data and his brother Lore, and possibly their creator as well. Was that implied? But the point is, this was a brand new Data with a new personality. So yes, technically that other Data who died at the end of Picard Season 1, and the same one who died in Nemesis, I guess, is truly at peace now. So now they've got this new one to be their friend again. And I love seeing him reunite with Geordi after all the chaos had subsided, when Geordi told him how happy I am that my friend is back. That was super sweet and touching. And I also liked the scene when Data got the better of Lore again, and tricked him by giving him what Lore thought he was giving him pieces of his memories. He was actually giving him pieces of his personality, and he was able to consume him that way, or they were able to intertwine. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Overall, great episode. I felt like it was a pretty big improvement over the last episode on a lot of fronts, and I thoroughly enjoyed it very much. I like that, I like that Vadic is dead. You know, she got a fitting villain death, like hitting the hull of her own ship, frozen, and shattering completely in space. That was satisfying to watch. Watching them destroy the Shrike ship, even though the ship itself was pretty cool, was pretty satisfying to watch. The crew all reuniting together was super satisfying, even though there's still the darkness within Jack, the power that within Jack. We still have no idea what exactly he is or what he can do. Well, we've got a good idea of what he can do. We just don't know why and what's the significance behind this red door in his mind and what the changelings want with him too. So, we still have 2 episodes left, but you can cover a lot in 2 episodes. So we'll see what happens with that. Overall, this was a super satisfying Very great episode of Picard. Like I said, it felt like a big improvement over the previous episode, which is not to put that episode down. I just enjoyed this one a hell of a lot more. You know, life or death, high stakes situation. I didn't like seeing the Vulcan die, the lieutenant. Was she a lieutenant? Well, I think she was one of the ensigns, the one that Vadic executed. I did not like seeing her die. She was pretty great. But that was unfortunate. But boy, am I glad with how the rest of this episode went, as I hope you guys are as well. So what did you guys think of the latest episode of Picard? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If I don't see you, happy Easter. And don't forget to check out the final 2 episodes of Picard dropping in the next 2 Thursdays exclusively on Paramount Plus. Have an awesome rest of your weekend and night, everybody. Thanks again for stopping by. And of course, until next time, live long and prosper.